Hello, hello! It's about 2 o'clock or so on Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday. April 20th. We've got the Ariel coffee cup here. See if I can get this all without dropping you guys. So, there we go. Hello, hello! Ola from the UK. Why, welcome. So, I have a bunch of notes here. Want to say, come on in typical mom fashion, but she's a little busy. So, I am Rain Cordes, and this is Nails Over Coffee on, again, Wednesday, April 20th. Michelle Cordes Pugh is my mom. I'm here to talk a little about psychology and burnout and stress. I graduated from the University of Washington, world-renowned school, with a 4-year degree in psychology. I want to go on and get my doctorate and all that fun stuff. Let's see. I obviously have grown up in a nail salon, saying hello, hello in Michelle Cordes Pugh style. Exactly. So, let's see. I've got a lot of notes here, so forgive me while I'm trying to figure out my computer at the same time. Hello. Just want to say hi. I'll be back, but I'm doing some homework. Hey, you got to help out those kids with homework, right? It's good for you. Works your brain. All right. So,
you guys be nice to Rain.
My mom says you guys have to be nice. And appropriate?
Nah.
Okay, well, we're all adults here, right? Okay, so, like I said, I'm here to talk about burnout, stress. As nail techs, it seems that you guys are the counselors of the beauty industry. You see your clients more than a lot of other people do. So what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sometimes, some around there, right? So, with that, being like the counselor of the beauty industry, wow, we look alike. Hey, we look alike. With being the counselor, like counselors themselves have their own tips and tricks to avoid burnout, just because they're dealing with so much mental and emotional stress from their clients every day, which nail techs are too. Overall, we see that there's some universality. So humans have the same experience. Nail techs all have a very similar experience. You are those counselors. Hello. We are the same, essentially. Don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Yeesh. But so we see a lot of times that with your clients, they come in, they've got a big emotional, mental stress going on. They had a bad day at work. They found out their spouse is cheating on them, getting a divorce. Kids are having problems in school. Anything that you can really think of. Your clients come to the table, they bring it to you, you do their nails, and they feel, yeah, exactly. They put it all on you, but they leave feeling so much better. And you've then just taken on their emotional and mental stress, and you feel like you went through it yourself. Well, that's a normal thing. That's a normal thing for counselors. It's a normal thing for nail techs. It's normal. So if you're sitting there going, yeah, I feel like I've taken on so much with this, it's completely normal. And it's a good thing because it's building rapport with your client. It's, they're engaged with you, you're engaged with them, you develop a bond, they're loyal. They've shared some deeply personal things with you, and it's a very personal, emotional bond, and it's really important just to have as people. Social connectedness is what drives all of us. So, with that, and lots of stress, less stress if you're your own boss, more stress if you belong to a company. I would agree with that. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. But so, with this transference that we see of the clients take their their issues and they kind of put it on you, their problems. We want to feel empathy for them or sympathy. And we all have that. But keep in mind there's also a difference between empathy and sympathy. Just empathy, you're going through it with them. You feel like you're taking it all on yourself. And sympathy is just, that I'm sorry. I'm sorry that's happening to you. And that doesn't necessarily build the same bond that you want. You want to keep your clients coming back. And that's that. Simple as that. But so, because you're taking on so many clients and you're taking on so much stress, you're talking with however many clients per day, sometimes upwards of 10, 8 to 10. If you're doing it on an hour and you have a long day, you leave the day feeling so burnt out, or you have a really stressful week and you're just so burnt out. Well, how do you know that you're burning out, for one? I know as a college student, at the end of my 4 years, I wanted to be done, no caseload, no homework, none of that, just because I felt so burnt out. I was putting in so much, and I felt like almost I wasn't getting enough out of it. So how do you know that you're burning out? You feel like you have to drag yourself to go to work every day. You have to drag yourself to get to the table, to talk with your clients. You feel relief when they cancel. Like, can't keep enough distance. Yes, exactly. You cannot keep enough distance because you're physically touching your clients. Exactly. But so with the burnout, you feel like, you feel happy when your clients cancel. You're like, yes. Or even sometimes you consider leaving the industry. Like, and you love your job. You love your job. I remember my mom would always say, she's working with their hands. It's, sometimes it's the person attached to it that she's, not a particular fan of. Doing it for the hands, not for the person. And burnout's normal. It's normal for everyone. So I have some tips. Yay, tips. We have a solution to the problem. So something that, a lot of us, or at least I know as an American, a very common idea is leaving work at work. Or as a nail tech, you're going to leave it at the table. Yes, artistic nails, I believe there are lots of people in the room who would agree with you. That is for sure. Just drop off the hands, pick them up when they're done. But so, leaving work at the table. Leave it at the table, you step away, and you're back to being you as you personally, not just the nail tech. However, if you're working at home, it's a lot harder, and I'm going to address that here in just a couple minutes, so stay tuned. The ability to leave your work at work, and it's almost like compartmentalizing, but we all know compartmentalizing isn't healthy. It's called having a frame. So I'm losing my train of thought. So leaving everything at the table, being able to kind of step back, even when you work in your home, can even help you sleep better. That's a good one, because when you're laying in bed and you're kind of chewing on everything that happened, if you're able to kind of step away mentally, it definitely helps. So additionally, when you're taking a lot of mental and emotional stress on from your clients, it can help to talk to someone. A lot of counselors have like a board that they sit on, or they have a counselor themselves that they talk to. I'm not recommending you seek counseling. That you don't really listen. And you know what? Sometimes that's a sign of burnout, when you're just kind of spacing and just kind of letting it happen. But talking to someone that you trust and that's sealed with confidentiality, someone that you really trust. If that's, talk to your dog. Your dog is a great secret keeper. I know that when I'm particularly stressed, yes, like your significant other. I know that when I'm super stressed and I want to talk to someone, I talk to my mom. My mom is the person that I talk to, and essentially she is a counselor, right? That whole nail tech thing. See, we're coming back to that, counselors and nail techs. So talking to someone can help. That doesn't always work though. Sometimes you want to try something else. Consider what your give and take is with doing nails. Look at your prices. If you think you're putting in way more work than what you're getting out, you're gonna get burnt out. Simple as that. And that's extremely variable. It's simple as that. Look at your prices. If you raise your prices a little bit, it'll make you feel a little bit better for what you have coming in. If your clients might not mind having a little bit of a price increase, just because your time is valuable. And how much you think your time is worth, how much work you're putting in your nails, like you talk about that cost per service, exactly. If you're not making enough money, it's just sitting at the table can be a drag. So, also, vacation never hurts. That's also in my notes. Vacation never hurts. Take a couple days off. The world will not end. Your clients' hands will not fall off. If you take, a day or two to recoup mentally, even if recouping your house involves cleaning it because you just don't have enough time. Spend time with your kids, your significant other. Spend some time just perusing the internet. Like, just kill some time. And I promise the world doesn't end. But also, maybe if you can't do any of that, try to find something that you like about doing nails. If you like doing nail art, do nail art. Like, do nail art on your clients. Some will like it. If you like doing sculptured nails, if that's your thing, get some clients in that you can do some sculpture on. Offer them a nice little discount at the beginning. Get them to come back. You gotta find value in what you're doing, and there is value to it. Sometimes you just gotta find it, and once you can do that, you can avoid that little bit of burnout that you get. So now you're probably going, how do I unplug? Like, what do I do? I've had a long day at work. What do I do? Okay. We all have a lot of hats, right? I know I'm a daughter, I'm a graduate, wine. I say now I'm not a student, but I'm an employee at World Market. Like, I wear a lot of hats. I'm a girlfriend, I'm a mommy to my dogs and my cats. Like, we have all these different hats, and it is stressful. But think about what you do with your little nail tech job. Like, take your little nail tech hat off, set it on the coat rack for a minute, and think about some of the things that you do that give you that sense of renewal, that give the rejuvenation, the happiness. And hi, I'm good. Maybe reading a book, watching your favorite TV show with the person that you care about, interacting with your kids, your animals, like, whatever you do, we're all different. I know that it takes me, if I have a couple minutes just to write in my little sketchbook that I have, I lost my train of thought again. Oh yeah, sketchbook. Even just taking, and it's not easy to avoid burnout because your family can cause stress too. Yes, I would agree. Just taking a couple minutes to even process your thoughts, and just, even between clients of, okay, this client that came in, they're going through a really rough time with their divorce and they've got kids, and that's a really hard time for them. And that happens. And, it is a counselor position that you're in, and you just got to take that mental space and go, okay, take a deep breath, kind of box that up, and put it on the shelf. Just for a minute, because it will do you some good to have your mental space, because you have your own life going on with that family stress, with life stress, work stress. They have their stuff, and you have your stuff too that you need to deal with as well. I remember when I was a kid, there were quite a few times that my mom comes home and says, I need 5 minutes. Rain, I need 5 minutes to not have you in my face. That, come home, get some comfy clothes on, start dinner, have a routine that gives you that mental space from your job. Like, let's face it, kids are kids. They're like, mommy, daddy, like, pay attention to me. Yes, Absolutely. My dogs do that for me. My cats, they're always like, pay attention to me. You've been gone for 5 hours. What is this? I love you. I need a break for a minute. And that's perfectly normal. You're not a bad parent. I'm going to say that completely. Honestly, it happens to everybody. And it's normal. And it's okay. So you'll spend time with the kid in 5 minutes. Just take a deep breath. And it will all be okay. So I'm going to save a couple minutes here at the end for some questions. We're almost there, I promise. The last thing I want to talk about was some mindfulness and mindfulness practices. A little bit of background. It's commonly used in like Buddhism, Hinduism, religions, but it doesn't necessarily have a religious affiliation.
Wait, before you sign off, I have to make sure that I can get on for a second.
Okay.
Sorry.
My mom will be on in a few or something. Whatever. So, mindfulness. It's essentially creating a mental space and being able to process everything that's going on. Mindfulness and meditation are not the same thing. Like I said, there's no religious affiliation. I've done it in my classroom. I have my favorite professor studies mindfulness and does it in her classrooms regularly. And it's a good thing. So, meditation is the process of pushing everything out and ignoring everything and having your own mental space. But mindfulness is actually taking everything in. You take it in one at a time and you process it. A lot of the times with mindfulness, you just focus on the sensation of your breath and feeling alive, having, the feeling of the air filling up your lungs and your stomach, and then you exhale. It's very calming for your brain to focus on that one thing. There's a lot of ways to do mindfulness. You can find a lot of stuff online for it, but just from what I've learned, and it is different for everyone. Some people find that doing, for a short amount of time, focusing on your breath is all they can do. All you can do right then. And that's fine. Sometimes doing a body scan, where you're focusing on the places in your body that you feel stress. Some people it's in your back, some people you carry a lot of stress in your shoulders or in your legs even, just feeling that tension, and a body scan's a way to kind of let that go. My favorite professor, I love her. She's even my mentor. She used an analogy during mindfulness that really keeps me going and keeps me focused, in that, imagine a conveyor belt. Like ones at FedEx, UPS, the post office. Imagine a conveyor belt, and there are boxes on this conveyor belt, and slowly, one at a time, these boxes come down and then they pass and they go on to wherever they're going. With these boxes represent the stresses in your life. Your stress from home, your stress from one client to the next, your stress from these bills have to get paid, that every little stress, and it comes down the conveyor belt. But the way that it doesn't become overwhelming is you simply observe it, and then you let it pass. You don't get too involved in it when you're observing it. You see it, you look at it, you kind of take it in for a minute, and then it goes. And it's a very easy way to know that you have these stresses to cope with, but you can still move on and keep going with it. It's very helpful for me. I know I've created some routine of using mindfulness with the stress that I have. One of the things I wanted to also mention was, if you as a nail tech feel anxiety about bringing in a new client to your table, it's like meeting a new person for the first time, and then you have to touch them and do work on them. And as a nail tech, it's stressful. It's hard. It's putting yourself out there is is difficult, but we've all been there. Customer gets angry, head starts beating so fast. How can you calm down instantly? So that also normal. And before the next customer comes, it's completely normal. Take a minute and just breathe in and exhale. Create a mental space. I know I say that a lot, but you create that blank slate in your mind where you can address one thing at a time. If your customer is really frustrated, or they leave and maybe they leave and they don't like what you did, it's never as bad as you think it might be. Exactly. Catastrophize. It's not a catastrophe. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm glad we're kind of naturally moving into the questions. So, how do I want to say that? So with new clients, right? Stressful. Meeting a new person, it's stressful. You got to find a way to find something common to talk about. Maybe ask them how they're doing. Tell them that, how long you've been doing it for. Do they have something maybe that they're really passionate about? What they kind of, it's a building block. Yeah, exactly. Find mutual ground. I know that in sales, because I essentially work in sales now, you have to find that common ground and you build off of it. And once you build that rapport and you build that trust, it just kind of flourishes. I can promise that at the end of the day, everything will be okay. Very rarely are there things as a person, as a nail tech, that you'll deal with that it was really like world ending. I have to remind myself that if I have a bad day at work, I'm not going to get fired the next day. If I don't do so good on an exam, it's not the end of the world. There are blocks. There are building blocks to get back up. There are steps that you can take to get back up to where you want to be. It's all about breaking things down and putting it back together. It may not be what you want right then and there, but it can be done. So, it seems like I give a lot of stuff to say. So any questions? Yeah, losing a client, right? Not necessarily the worst thing in the world. There are other people. There are plenty of hands out there that you can do work on, and you do great nails. Because, well, they come to you because they need their nails done. It's better than what they could have done, right? So, what other questions do you have? Like, throw some at me while I drink my coffee out of my Ariel cup. Some emotions depend on the situation. Those I could cancel completely. Yeah. See, are you guys typing out all these really long questions for me? I've lost a nightmare client to another tech, and I'm so glad. I need my own show. All right, well, I guess I know what I'm doing at 3 o'clock on the weekdays. I mean, I want to teach one day, so I want to get my PhD and teach, so I guess I better have some kind of presence. Right, psych over coffee or tea. That'd be really late, though, for you guys that are overseas. That's, yeesh. I'm honestly not stressed with clients or shop. That's good. And it's sometimes because people vary so much as nail techs. While you all experience the same things, you also experiencing them differently, right? So while some of you, right, may heart of stone and take nothing away with me. Yeah, exactly. You just got to pick yourself up and keep going. I need more customers, but I have personal issues like bills and family videos. That's a good one. I guess, all right, how do I want to word this? Raise your hand silently if you've ever felt scared or anxiety of something revolving work. I think, like, yeah, it's normal. You dust yourself off and keep going. Everything seems so good, so you're so new. You're right, and it won't always be like that. You learn to switch it off after a client leaves. Exactly. You felt stress and anxiety. It's like compartmentalizing. It really is. You learn after a long time that you can't take it away with you, that what you have going on and what the client has going on is not the same. And it is not your responsibility to take everything on and try and fix things for them. Your job is to do their nails, and anything that you can do while they're there at your table, and that helps them, that's your job. You're not supposed to bend over backwards and kiss your own ass for them while people feel like they can. My blood pressure won't allow the client troubles. When I work from home, there are issues left with them. They went out the door. Exactly. Strong, independent businesswoman, and I'll be a success today. Exactly. It's a lot of self-confidence. You have to believe in your work, believe in yourself. Like, you got this. I cannot say that I wake up every day saying today's going to be a good day, but I do wake up going, I'm going to make the day the best that I can make it. So, all right. I don't know. You guys got anything else for me? I know my mom wants to sign on here for a minute before I go taking off. I don't even know what time it is. So, oh wait, here.
It's 2:25.
It's 2:25? Look at that. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I'm doing good, right guys? All right, Mom, what else is there? She's sitting like right over here.
I think we covered everything you wanted to cover. And if they don't have any more questions.
So do you have any questions? I mean, it seems very commonsensical. But
you have to actually do it.
I was like, but you actually have to do it. Like, the hardest part's getting started new on something. Don't lose my chair. Mom, what did you have to say?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
She's coming over. She's coming. Ah. What's up?
Hi, everybody. Have you guys been well behaved for her? So on a serious note about this empathy thing, one of our regular members of our group, has Miss Monica has a situation where her son is in intensive care. So I wanted to pass that along to you guys. She misses being here, and if we could pass along for those of you who are prayer chain kind of people. Miss Monica needs all the prayers she can get right now. So please, our beloved Miss Monica, her son's in ICU and in pretty bad shape. So yeah, send lots of good juju, positive vibes and prayers for her and whatever you do. So I wanted to make sure that I popped on to make sure we talked about that today. So yeah, sad face for Miss Monica, and we hope her son gets better really, really, really soon. And sad face. So yeah, he's super ill. That's what I said to Monica when I talked to her, was I didn't know that I saw Monica's Nails by Monica. So, and on Facebook, she's Monica Reyes. So please, pass along the prayers and good juju for Miss Monica and her son. And we hope that he gets better soon. So I'm glad you guys were well behaved for rain today. I could hear. I'm over here doing gels. So I got to go. So you guys finish up with Rain. It's Reyes, I think. For those of you who are friends with me on my personal Facebook page, I'll tag her in this when I post it. So yeah, that's it. Right, Mare? Okay, so here, you guys get Rain again, but lots of happy prayers and thoughts for Miss Monica. So bye, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Behave yourselves.
So,
It is my own little.
yeah, that's all I got. Later's potatoes.
It's my little group.
All right, well, I'm about to sign off here, guys. Unless you got any more questions for me. I am on Facebook as Rain Cordes. That's me. Friend request me, follow me, whatever. Yeah, that's about all I got. It was nice meeting you and seeing you. Exactly. Thank you for the compliments. I was a little nervous, but I better shake off those jitters, right? So, all right, guys. You guys were awesome, and I hope you go on to have the good rest of your day, evening, night, whatever. All right. Bye, guys, and thank you for all the hearts. I like the hearts. And hopefully this will not be our last time with having a scope. So we'll see you guys hopefully soon.